that can endanger others. So we have to phrase it properly. We have to make sure that we do not let the moneyed interest. Because make no mistake, this is about the people and organizations like the NRA making fat salaries, often trying to convince people of these ideological messages. These are about people manufacturing guns that incidentally could be making them so that they are biometrically safe and only those people that are properly with those guns can use them. This is about making sure they know that we think it's more than money. It's about lives, it's about children, it's about grandchildren, it's about making sure that we speak out, and perseverance is the answer. This issue's been with us a long time. We want to stay at it until we get it resolved right. Thank you to all the folks that were on the bus working on this. No more names on that bus. Thank you very much.
No more names. No more names. Thank you, Congressman Lynch and Congressman Turney, for your words. At this time, we're going to hear from our Attorney General, Martha Copeland.
So how many of you think there are enough names on that bus? Yes. No, too many, and no more. And so I want to thank Mayor Menino, obviously, the work he does every day in Boston around this issue, a lot of which you don't see is so important. And luckily for us, he's not going away on this issue, right, Mr. Mayor? He's not. Thank you to our congressional delegation, and take them at their word. They will fight for this issue every day, but they need you behind them, because we don't have this kind of support by others in Washington, and we need to back them up. And so they need your help, and we can give it to them, because we're not going away. I know the grandmothers aren't going away. No one here is going away, and we will get this done. You know, every year we gather not too far from here at a place called the Garden of Peace, outside 1 Ashburton Place. And at the Garden of Peace are stones, natural stones that have the names of many, far too many, homicide victims in Massachusetts. Every year we celebrate the lives of those people who were killed. A lot of them are kids, but a lot of them were moms, grandparents, husbands, brothers, sons. And we celebrate their lives because we know that we cannot change what happened to them, but we can change what happens tomorrow and what happens for the next family. And that is what this is about, right? Kim and Tina, Jerry know that we cannot bring Stephen and Louis back. They know that. And for the pain that they have every day, they work to change it for the next family. And because we have seen in the Garden of Peace and on the bus behind me so much senseless violence, so much senseless gun violence, why should it be so hard to get some sensible measures in place? That is where the argument has to be, about the sensibility of saving every single child and adult who's facing gun violence. This afternoon in Boston, around the country tomorrow, we can do it. And that is what makes this fight so hard, so frustrating, but so important. And so, sensible measures like background checks. Who could be opposed to that? Sensible measures like closing the loophole on the gun auctions. Who could be opposed to that? But they are. And as you've heard this morning, they work every day at it. And so, heed the call today. We need to be as strong, if not stronger, on this issue. Because we can hear the numbers, and they're awful. But behind every one of those numbers, as behind me, is a family member, someone who should not have fallen to senseless gun violence. So let's commit today with our congressional delegation to break that gridlock in Washington and work with Mayor Menino and our mayors here in Massachusetts, in every neighborhood, to say we will not accept gun violence. We will change it, and we will make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Before we close out, we do want to, the mayor wants to extend his appreciation. I get to read the list there. To all the wonderful municipal and state officials who have stood with him and with Mayor Bloomberg and with all of you on this issue. And we want to recognize and thank Senator Selby Domenico, Senator Catherine Carr,
How are you doing?
Good t-shirt. Please join him on September 13th at the hearing at Gardner Auditorium, 10 o'clock. The hearing on the gun laws here in Massachusetts, September 13th, 10 o'clock in the morning. So please join him there at the Gardner Auditorium. We also want to recognize Representative and Chairman David Linsky. Representative Carlos Enriquez, Councilor Matt O'Malley, Councilor Mike Ross, Councilor Ayanna Preston, Councilor Felix Arroyo, Councilor Mark Siono. We also want to recognize Mayor Dan Rizzo, Mayor Donna Holiday, Mayor Michael Glenn, Mayor Henrietta Davis, Mayor Betty Warren, Mayor Councilor Felix Johnson, and Councilor Don Conley. So I thank everyone. If I missed everyone, it's all my fault. All right, so thank you so very much. And with that, we bring Bishop Borders for our closing. Thank you so much.
Hey, how are you? Nice to see you again.
Where'd you get those?
Thomas Lino,
Thank you very much.
Mayor Bloomberg,
Yeah.
many of his staff members,
I have about 100 more of those if you need.
to all our
Thank you very
national
much.
and
I'll check
local
this one out.
elected
Okay.
officials and community activists, civic leaders, to all God's children. In the 1990s, within a 2-year period, I buried 50 murder victims, myself, not including all the other churches that were doing funerals at that time. About